Like a boss.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, today we're going to find out why men do the things they do. All right, it's going to be a general question, but I'm going to be answering that question through answering a client's question. My client sent me an email question. She put in a discount code that lets me post it online, which I'm doing right now. Okay, so I'm gonna be answering her question, and I'm gonna give you guys the answer to that question through answering her question. Okay, I didn't read the whole question yet, but I read the last few sentences, so I thought that it might fit this. So let's begin this. All right. So she says, "Hi, I'm so distraught and heartbroken." All right. Okay. This guy I knew from high school asked me out at work, and I agreed. He texted me every day, and as well as we hung out every day. Initially, we vibed really well. He took me out on several dates. We went out to the gym, hung out all day at his house, playing video games, watching movies, hanging out with his friends. We would cuddle and spend the night together. He obviously wanted sex with me, but wouldn't push for it initially. Looking back, I can see some of the warning signs. We were supposed to go to the fair, but he bailed because he got too hungover from going out the night before. Then the next night, he posted on Snapchat, "Who wants to go to the fair tonight?" I was so offended knowing he told me we will reschedule, and he posted that knowing that I would see that. I went ahead and told him if he can't find nobody that I will go. Oh God. Oh Lord have mercy. Jesus Christ freely. Oh Lord. Oh no 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 no, that was not good. That's not good at all. But I don't get off work till 8 p.m. He agreed, but then as soon as 8 p.m. happened, he texted me saying he can't make it because he got too high, of course. So things were looking real sus. So I tested him and told him, I've been down to come over and hang out and do the deed. Oh, okay. He instantly texted me to come over right away. That's when I knew something's up. Man, this dude can't even act. After that, we continued hanging out, and I didn't have sex with him. All right, but I would give him head. Okay, all right. Then I started to become petty, and we had our regular gym session, but I purposely arrived 30 minutes late, which he got was really annoyed, but asked me if I wanted to hang later since it's my day off, and I told him I'm down. Jesus Christ, I'm sounding illiterate. One thing he told me multiple times is that he has been cheated on multiple times and has major trust issues, and he is super jaded by it. Okay, which I took note of. Later on, as we hung out, he kept wanting to have sex with me, so I finally gave in. All right, as he was trying to find condoms that fits, um, he couldn't find any, and I joked around and I told him I guess he wasn't. Oh Lord, that's cruel. I guess it wasn't meant to be today. He glared at me and said that was a good minute while it lasted, and stormed off and went into a garage, leaving me in his room alone. I got really bad vibes, so I went out of the house. He came back and was already and was like, "You really leaving?" And I was like, "Yeah," and just walked away. All right, you confusing. Anyway, it is what it is. I could tell instantly something was wrong. He looked really mad at me. So after that incident, I didn't hear from until over a week and a half, which I figured was because I didn't put out fast enough. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's he's been trying for a long time, so um, but eventually he came back around. Yeah, he did convince them. He was like, "Yo, bro, one more time," and started talking to me again. But this time the vibe has changed. One night he asked me the classic, "What are you doing tonight?" And I told him I'm busy and I have work in the morning. He told me he was disappointed, but he had to go later to the veteran center to deal with his PTSD. Okay, I guess. I told him I'm here if he needs anyone. He told me he appreciated it. Okay, He was in the Navy right after high school. He's 26. Okay. After that, he kept on asking to hang, which I just said I was busy. All right. I don't know why. Okay. I mean, do you like him? I mean, I finally asked him why he stopped talking to me all of a sudden. And he called me on the phone for 30 minutes telling me he's been suicidal, and when he went to go to the veteran assistant, they went to put him in the loony boon for 24 hours. Holy shit. Which was really traumatic for him. He has been pulling away from everyone because of it. I'm dealing with anger issues. After that, I finally gave him another chance. He invited me to his birthday party. When I went there, I met his close friends. A lot of them were hitting on me. Okay, they weren't that close. And he was getting really, really angry about that. I would tease him, and he would just get extremely offended. Yo, come on, man. What are you doing, man? Why are you letting people flirt with you, man? Come on. Like, you can't be doing that. And was acting super sensitive. And I would tease him, okay, and non-stop staring at me. Okay. All right, last paragraph. I was talking about the party, how much game I have at bars, and I always get free drinks. I wanted to show him I have other options. I also shared a text to him and his friend of this guy that was basically talking to himself for 4 months. He told me his bro asked for my number when I left apparently. Anyways, I ended up having sex with him, and he was super cuddly. All of a sudden, kissed me nonstop and asked me later the same morning if I wanted to come over that night, which I said I had to work. So, anyways, after work, I posted a Snapchat story of my BFF, and then he posted on the same timeline, now accepting girlfriend applications. Yo, this dude is fucking hilarious, yo. Like, honestly, like, this, I never got any dude make me laugh so much. Like, it's like, he's adorable in a weird way. Like, I don't know why. I instantly blocked. I instantly blocked him. Account his behavior. Alone, he told me there was that he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do nothing wrong. He's just being goofy, man. Um, did he ever care to like me? Will he ever come back again? I'll be honest with you, man. Like, I, I, I don't know, man. Let me see this all over again, man. This is just too funny for me. Um, I mean, oh man, let me see. Um, nah. He doesn't really like you. I mean, nah, I don't think so. I think it's best you just move on. You know, break up with him and just move on. Because to me, this is a dude that once he gets what he wants, he's going to pull away. You know what I'm saying? Once he gets what he wants, he's going to pull away. So, yeah. So just move on, man. This is the thing, is that whenever you see inconsistencies, whenever somebody is really lying to you from the beginning, like when they're already acting hot and cold, when they're already saying let's reschedule for some other time, when they're already canceling on dates, when they're already pushing a date from 8:30 to 9:30, when they're already I don't know, like just any sign, any frustrating habits that they have, like for example, like leaving early, or not texting you as often. Like all of that is a sign that if you see that in the beginning, it's just a sign that they don't like you that much. You know what I'm saying? Like inconsistencies. When you like someone, you're pretty consistent with your behavior. You see what I'm saying? But when you don't like someone, when it goes from up and down, it means you're acting. It means they're acting. And whenever they show disinterest is when they're tired of acting. You see what I'm saying? Or when they think that you're far enough for them to actually not need to be polite when they're in front of you. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, I mean, poor dude. But yeah, he never liked you. I don't think he did. I think this is just his ego. So you gotta look through that and just ignore him and stuff like that and just move on. All right? He doesn't really like you. I don't think he does. Anyways, I would, if I was you, check out the comments in the video, and they'll, and people will give you their opinions. So people let her know what you guys think, and I give you my opinion. I would just move on and find somebody else. All right. But generally, though, I mean, from the start, man, you should have ended it from the start, man. Like the whole fair thing, that's unacceptable. Don't do that shit and tell people you watch my channel. All right. Don't do that shit. Like when somebody does that, clearly they're disrespecting you. Like that's how you look dumb in front of people. All right. Anyways, people, I have merchandise. Check below for the merchandise. All right. I have ones called Like a Boss. So yeah, I bet you guys are gonna like that. All right. Peace out. Bye bye.
All right, ladies. So this is the course that all of you guys have been asking me for, and it's the psychological game of attraction. This is pretty much the course that will make any man beg to want to commit with you. This is the course that I wish, I'll be honest with you, if I was a woman, this is the kind of course that I want, because it's a course that's specifically geared to help you understand how guys fall in love and how to do it in a systematic way that's almost predictable, right? So let me show you guys how this course is set up. By the way, there's a 30-day money back guaranteed on this course. So if you guys don't like it, you guys will get money back. Look, let me show you how it's done, right? So it's split up in a few sections. The first section is the introduction, obviously, what to expect from it. After that is I'm giving you an understanding of the psychology of attraction, right? Because you need to understand that dating is a game. You need to think strategically, that there are certain laws of human nature that you cannot break, and just a few things of why people love each other. You know, it's very important to have a realistic expectation. After that, we go into the three phases of every relationship. They all go in these three phases, and these phases could overlap each other at times, right? The first phase is the pre-honeymoon period. It is when you first know the person, or it is when you're becoming acquaintance with the guy, or it is when you guys broke up and are back together, or it is when you guys had a long period of you guys not knowing each other and now you guys want to rekindle things. This works in any point of the relationship that you need to spark interest and curiosity. So these videos are specific for that. Specific to create curiosity, how to get to know the guy the right way, using your non-verbals, how to create a powerful reputation. It's truly powerful stuff. After that is the honeymoon period. This honeymoon period is how to get from curiosity to interest to creating a deep connection. So all of these videos are specifically geared to that. Not the 30, no. These specific videos are there for this phase, and this phase is any phase. You guys are having a good, happy moment. You guys just got back together, and now you feel that peak. You feel that happiness that you guys felt. That's what this is, right? So these videos are there for that, creating a lonely fantasy, the preemptive breakup, the triangle of love, using words to control his man. It's powerful stuff. After that is the post-honeymoon period, and again is a short list of videos, because these videos are there to solidify the connection that you already created. So if you just had an incredible moment, or you just came out of a vacation with a guy and everything went well, you better use this phase, because if you don't do this, he's gonna become disenchanted. It's just how it is. These are very specific videos, and all you gotta do is just say, all right, where am I? I tell you where you guys are, and you just watch the video. It's pretty much like being coached by me. You got some bonus videos, stop being nice, dealing with the inevitable, how to deal with breakup, how to deal with getting over a dude. This is the how to overcome manipulation, identifying manipulation, deterring manipulation, defending yourself against manipulation, what to do if you're already in a manipulative relationship, and how to avoid them through detachment. It's pretty much an extremely succinct and laser focused course. Not one waste of motion. That's why I love it. And there's a 30-day money back guarantee if you guys don't like it. No questions asked, people. All right. And if you guys want to support this channel, this is how you support it. And I hope you guys enjoy this. All right. See you guys inside.